Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you guys? Give you a quick hi. Just getting up. It is December 30th, 2022. What's going on, D. Kimbrew, Creeper? Ooh, TikTok.com_star, Sharon Brown, John Z. Elvis has joined. So has Charlie C. Charlie Watanoli has joined. Extreme Death, Dylan Miller has joined. Warrior has joined. Y'all come on in and start hitting the like button. Let me know that you're here and you're awake. Today is going to be for the morning live. We're going to do an Ask Me Anything session. Last night we had a time. Hello, Shizzle in the house. Anthony King's in the house. Beauty and Motions in the house. Impressives in the house. Let's see. Carrie Villalobos is in the house. Alban Gallery's in the house. Shizzle's in the house. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me know, how is your morning been? It may not even be morning where you are. So whatever's going on in your world, scale of 1 to 10, how's it been? 1 being meh, 10 being woohoo. If you get somewhere in the middle, I think we're winning. Hello, Nicole. Grand Rising. I have had probably around a 6 morning. Woke up. I was able to do my prayers as well as my meditation. I have not done my journaling. I haven't journaled in a few days, and a 7, yay! I have this habit, and in my practice, habits are things that we need to break. I have this habit of not feeling like journaling. Hello, Creeper from Baton Rouge. Good morning. Today, I like to do giveaways. So if we hit the mic 50 times, I'm going to give away access to my Do It Worthy, Not Wounded online course, because some of us need to understand that. We need to understand what worthiness is so that we can show up better in our work and in our business and in building our empires, and in our mission in general. So I just wanted to do that. Today's my mom's birthday, so I will not talk to you long because I want to call her and tell her happy birthday and have her go on the scavenger hunt for the gifts that I left in the house when I was there for Christmas. So I won't be talking long, but drop your questions. Let's talk about it. If you want to talk about life, love, business, being brand, your marketing strategy going into 2023, your branding strategy going into 2023. Yes, thank you. I will tell her. And you guys said happy birthday. My God, we're already at 827 likes. We have 143 souls on here. Let's go, let's go, let's go. So I want to give you guys just off rip. Let me tell you something. I really would like for those of you that are either trying to brand yourself or you have your own business and you're doing all the things. One thing that you can do that can exponentially increase the amount of contacts people have with you, your brand, your business, whatever, is to stop using Yahoo and Gmail and AOL and any other account, any other email account for your business. Okay? Because when you do that, now don't say, oh my God, I got a Gmail. Okay, that's fine. But what I'm telling you is that when you do that, you are eliminating the opportunity for someone to connect with you because they're going to see a Gmail account. Do you know how many times I absolutely have looked at somebody's email, looked at the domain that it was on, and then went and checked out the domain? Think about that. Think about how many people would do that if you had your own domain. Now, some of you might say, well, I have, I have multiple businesses, or I don't have a website, but you can still have you can have an email if you buy your domain. And so one of my hacks for that, if you say, well, I haven't, built my website or whatever, and all of that, Clarence Optimistic. Interesting question. So what I would like for you to do is just buy your name as a domain. Buy your name as a domain. That way you always have it. Like I have one that's me, it's Stephanie D. McKenzie. Exactly. And that's fine. Feel free to set it up. Okay. Okay. I don't know. Are Clarence optimistic? Are you trying to chastise me? Because I'm not going to sit here and tell you about my financials. That's just not what I'm here to do. So that being said, um, that's something that you can do kind of immediately. And I think it'll make things a little nicer and neater for you as well. So that's something that I tell even my clients, go ahead and do that. And a lot of them will do it and they say, oh my goodness, oh, okay, good. So they will do that and it makes things a lot easier because I know for a fact that people will get an email from me. Okay, thank you, Clarence. I appreciate you apologizing. Thank you so much because the energy we keep in here is super high vibe. So you are more than welcome in this space. It's safe space. Let's go. All right. So that being said, that's something that you can do. Top of the morning coffee. That's something that you can do. Just simply buy your name as a domain, set up an email address to it. It just makes things easier and also if you have, like, for those of you that may have a Etsy website, or you may have a, maybe you have a profile on Fiverr or whatever. Oh, okay. I'll get back to that, Clarence. You can set up your domain to forward to those websites, and you can do what's called a forward and mask, or you can just do a forward. So that way, as you're using your brand spanking new email address, you're pointing people to where they can actually do business and connect with you. And there's a lot of websites that you can just really do very quickly. They're called point and drop it. Oh God, drag and drop. Thank you. Drag and drop. And you can set up a website within moments. Okay. Clarence Optimistic says, would I suggest cards? Listen, I love business cards, but all of our business cards are super unique. I do not do a traditional business card because they usually have purpose. So I want them to play dual roles. I want them to be visually appealing. I want people to not throw them away. So I have two cards. I have our business cards for the relationship firm. I have one coaching practice with three divisions. The original division is the relationship firm. And so we have a very tiny card. It's we got it on moo.com. It's a very tiny card. It's rectangular with round edges, and I think they feature various quotes about relationships. It's very minimal. For my personal brand, there we have a square card. It's round, and I call it a connection card. And it has information about me on it, but on the back is a QR code that will take you to my YouTube. So we like to do little neat things, but one of the things that I would really recommend is that you have a digital card. And I have one of those too from a company called Vice. You can also get them, you can keep your business card on your phone. And I think that company, one of those platforms is called Popple. I feel like it's called Popple, Popl, maybe. And that way, no matter where you are, you can connect with the people that you're connecting with, and they go right into your phone and you go right into their phone. So those are some neat ways, because one of the things, it's very easy for me to run out of business cards or connection cards. Popple, I believe. I have my digital card, and I actually have a physical digital card with a QR code on the back. It's plastic, from a company called Vice. It's the number one CE, Vice. And they're out of the UK. I believe there's a company. Hold on, let me grab my laptop. Let me grab some glasses. I'm like, why am I so close to the screen? Hold on, guys. Let me tell you. I think it's called Popple, Popl, because this way you're able to connect. You have all the information in there. Yeah, that's it. Popple digital business card. P as in Paul, O as in Oscar, P as in Paul, L as in Larry. And they can actually send you cards as well. But what I like about, I think Popple is the one that you can just do, people can scan over. You don't have to have a physical card. It can actually be housed in your phone. So that's another resource there for you guys. Hello. Thank you, Coffee with God, for sharing. I appreciate you guys so much. It's so interesting when people come on and then they go off. So we have like these astronomical numbers. Well, we had astronomical numbers last night. I go live twice a day. This is the last day I'm probably going to do that because we have been having a time. My morning lives are usually faceless. Ooh, that looks horrible. Yeah, I used to be a professor. I didn't write like that on the board. Jeez Louise. Hello, Jamie. How are you? Thank you for the likes. You guys are amazing. I don't know if it's in the App Store, but if you Google it, just put in POPL digital card, it came right up. It came right up. Oh, yeah, we were talking about business cards, and I was saying that we have some really fun and funky business cards, but one of the things that I really recommend is using digital cards. We use ours. Ours came from a company called Vice, the number one CE out of the UK. And then there's another company that I've seen called Popple. So hopefully that'll help you out because that also lets you change things as you're expanding your brand. Maybe you have a new product or a new project. You don't have to go back and make a new card all the time. And it's also cost effective. At one point, there was a tax credit for being a paperless business. I don't know if that still exists because tax codes tend to change as the presidential administrations change. So it might still be there. Clarence says you have to buy the cards for Popple because it's a digital card. So you don't have to, but you do have to buy access to that platform. That does have a cost. So hopefully that helps. Any other questions? Ask me your questions. Questions. Did that help at all, Clarence Optimistic? So today is a Ask Me Anything. I'm not going to be on long. Every time I say that, I end up being on long, a really long time. But listen, last night we had a time. For those of you who don't know, you can follow me everywhere except on Facebook using Stephanie D. McKenzie. You could, but when you're meeting with people, yeah, I used to be a professor. I was a professor for 11 years. But when you're meeting people, sometimes you may run out of cards. And a lot of people, I was at a networking event for some realtors and whatnot. And which one? Stop breaking thought. Okay, because that's what gets me scattered because I want to answer you as soon as I see the question. So, and I was at a networking event for realtors, and a lot of them had digital cards. It's just easier. But definitely your preference, you know. If you want to print cards, we use companies like Moo, Overnight Prints. Those are the two companies that we use. But of course, you can always feel free to go to your local printers, your Office Depots, et cetera, et cetera. They too can print business cards for you. Some of you are in businesses where, you know, having a business card is a whole thing. So if it is, then don't forsake it. But definitely think about also having a digital card for those moments when you might be out and maybe you forgot your cards or you gave away your last card. Okay, you're 18, just starting out. Got it. Okay, awesome. Awesome. Okay, and how I'm spelling Popple is P as in Paul, O as in Oscar, P as in Paul, L as in Larry. And you can just Google it and it'll show you digital cards. There are other resources on that page if you go to Google. Empress of Desire says you used to be a professor. Yes, I was a professor for 11 years and I taught business and marketing, entrepreneurship. And I did that for 11 years. And I resigned in August of 2021 so I could focus on doing these things that I'm doing with you now. So creating content, coaching, as well as consulting and marketing and all that good stuff. So I am pretty excited. I'm also pretty tired. I don't know if you can hear that in my voice. I'm so grateful you tuned in too. I'm noticing that I'm a little tired today, more so than usual. And that tells me, since I'm certified in sleep science, that I probably didn't get my REM patterns completed because I feel just a little tired. Thank you for the likes. Thank you so much. Now, remember, if we hit the goal for the 50 mics, I'm going to be giving away access to my Do It Worthy, Not Wounded course. I think it's something that can help you guys, especially if you've been struggling with the idea of worthiness in your life, in your business, in your relationships, because worthiness is something that you have innately. You don't have to earn it. You only affirm it. And so that is so key to you having that, because that means that you're going to be able to stand in your power. You're going to be able to communicate clearly what you do, your mission and the work that you do, who you're serving, why you're serving them, and also why they should care. So that I should give away a business loan as a prize. No, I should not. Okay, Clarence, you're coming very close to getting not on my live anymore. So let's be respectful, because these ladies here, these other people here, they are super duper respectful. And so that's what we do. Okay, so we're here to empower and give information. So if you want to get business, let's talk about that for a second. I know, but we don't know you, Clarence. So remember that. Those of you that are in need of funds for your business, a few places you can look. Website called Hello Alice. There are grants actually available for women-owned businesses, businesses that are led by people of color, businesses that are in particular industries. I think I just saw one for restaurants. If you are selling a product, I also saw that you're good. We're getting to know you, Clarence. We're getting to know you. But what I was going to say is that I see that Shopify is also offering some sort of a funding situation for you to launch your store. So there are definitely resources. You will have to look. Some things are international, some things are not. Okay, you're registered at Hello Alice. Yeah, they always have a lot of stuff, and they have it for startup businesses as well. So keep that in mind. Do I sound tired, y'all? Those of you who always are hanging out, do I sound tired? Because I feel like I sound tired. Register at Hello Alice. I was able to be on a mastermind with Rebecca Minkoff through Hello Alice. I was chosen for that. So Rebecca Minkoff, the designer, I was able to do that. So it's a great resource. Absolutely a great resource. So I did not. Wait, what didn't I do? Oh, I sound amazing. Oh, okay. Bless your heart, Empress of Desire. I hope you're having a great day. Great morning. Question. Okay. Come on through, Clarence Optimistic. Y'all love on Clarence Optimistic. I've given him a hard time today. Y'all make sure you're sharing this out. Make sure you're dropping those likes. Last night we went to 22,000. Did we end at 22,000 likes? Insane. So today is my administrative day. I don't see clients usually on Friday and Monday. And that's something I decided to do kind of out of the gate. I also take what's called a paycation. Paycations are where I sit back and I strategize. I look at our data, where we are, our financials, and I develop either new strategies, or I will innovate a strategy, or I just set plans in motion for new metrics that I want us to hit. So, okay, stand by. So, that being said, I'm going to be pulling, I know y'all, I'm going to be pulling down the lives from the previous day. So the one with Coffee with God, we're going to pull that down, and that's going to go over to my YouTube page. So if you're on YouTube, I appreciate you guys so much. If you're on YouTube, make sure that you subscribe to my channel, Stephanie D. McKenzie. Stephanie D. McKenzie everywhere except on Facebook, even on Fanbase, Stephanie D. McKenzie. And I have one post on Fanbase that you've probably already seen. But that being said, and I lost my train of thought. Oh, except on Facebook, where I'm Coach Stephanie DM. All right, so let me get back to some questions really quickly. Okay, Clarence Optimistic says, with the digital cards, how do you show potential people who have an interest in your business? Well, here's the thing. When you're out talking about your business, you're really your mouthpiece. It's not necessarily a show and tell type of thing. And if you're networking, most people aren't going to have the time for you to go over a brochure or over the website. So you're really using that moment in time to give them a succinct understanding of your business, and then connect with them if they want more. And then as you follow up, you're able to give them more information. And that's what's totally key to building that relationship. If you sit, it's kind of like when you meet somebody, you don't give them all the details of your life, because that's awkward. So you give them enough, you listen to them, you see if there's some synergy, You connect, you exchange business cards, digital or tangible business cards, and then you continue the conversation if it's valuable to you both. You guys are amazing. So. I appreciate you guys so much. Okay, Jamie with two boys says, I just started an at-home small business. I really need a website. Funds are low. Okay, so if that's the case, there are some places, Wix and Square seem to be the easiest way to get a quick website up. And if you have limited knowledge of web design, then you can do that. Additionally, what is the name of it, y'all? Fan page. There used to be these websites where you could just get a bio page, like an about me page. Google that. Google create an about me page online and see if you can get that. What is your business, Jamie Two Boys? You guys are awesome. No, well, you don't necessarily show them off of your phone. You just say, hey, can we connect? And you'll pull your phone out and the QR code will be there and they can scan it. And then when they scan it, they get your information and then something comes up that they can give the information back to you. So it's really about what's easiest for you. I think the digital pieces are easiest because we have the digital card. So I don't always have to be running around with cards. And because our cards are fairly expensive, I'm like, I don't always get a large quantity of them. I don't spend a lot of time networking. I spend a lot of time doing what I'm doing now, teaching online and sharing with people. And that creates the stream of leads. That creates people on my calendar. That creates people wanting to know more about my business. So I'm a little more proactive. I don't do a lot of networking events anymore, just because I don't have that kind of time. Ooh, yes. Okay, Jetta, sweet and salty kettle corn. Yes. Okay. So you're doing kettle corn. Awesome. If you have a great picture of your product, hold on, sweetie. I'm just going to get my laptop. Hold on. Let me make this easy for you guys. And do you want them to buy from the website as well? Here we go. Squarespace, because Square actually, I believe Square and Wix also have a free version. I will always say never leave the free version on your site, because if you're wanting people to spend money with you, what you don't want to have is a free website. But that's just my 2 cents on the matter, or my 22 cents. Okay, build more than a website. Tell me what it costs, people. We use WordPress for all of our sites, so I apologize that I'm not well versed in this, but I do know the resources. $27, is it 27? $14 a month to have your own domain, and then come on, Wix, you're making my life difficult. Okay, so they have plans ranging from $16 to $59 plus per month. And so you can do that. Okay, awesome. Popple is very creative. Okay, got it. Yes, just watch the video. So check out Wix or Squarespace, but do not leave your I'm sorry, Wix. Let me do that. This is why we have the whiteboard. Check out Wix or Squarespace. Check those out, because they have the drag and drop. And so if you're not well versed in web design, then that's easiest. That's the easiest way. Make sure you have great pictures of your own product. Maybe a picture of you holding the product. I prefer that this is just my preference. I prefer to see people. I prefer to see people in your marketing. Hopefully that helps you just a little bit. Okay. Hey, Glow Up Room. Thanks for joining. Hello, hello. Are you guys sharing this out? Make sure you share it to at least 5 people that you like. If you got 5 new followers last night, share this live with them so that they can catch it and get their questions answered. Don't be stingy with the stuff. Never be stingy with the stuff. Okay. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And guys, if you want to, you can always, yeah, definitely get your domain from a different vendor. GoDaddy is one, and then Ionos is another. Ionos, IONOS. The reason why I like Ionos is because they give you free privacy on your domain. GoDaddy makes you pay $10 per domain. The reason why that matters is because if you don't have privacy on your domain, you start to get a lot of people that are sending you just, spam and resources. And so if you don't want that, then by all means, go to Ionos and you can get free privacy. So that saves you $10. GoDaddy also, and here's the other kicker with GoDaddy. If you're going to buy from GoDaddy, make sure you're ready to buy when you get on there. We had an experience where we were looking for a domain. We were searching for it, and it evaporated before our eyes. And I was like, oh, well, that was fun. I've always had this sneaky feeling about GoDaddy. When you search for something, there's some sort of a bot or a program that picks up your search and starts to buy your domains. Don't ask me, but when that happened, it was kind of solidified. You can do that as well. Popple does a lot of things. In fact, it even has a bracelet that you can wear. So we have that. I show my face in the evenings. In the morning, I'm just giving you guys out information and drawing for you guys. Y'all make sure you tap the happy face. All right. So, and I will go live tonight unless I have other plans. Usually I go live around, is it 7, guys? Don't I go live around 7? Awesome. Okay, great. I think so. I think in my head I'm going, yeah. Okay. I think it's 7. I feel like it's 7. So unless something else is going on, I will be live again around 7. Y'all, I'm not going to talk to y'all for 2 hours tonight. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Now, 90 minutes, you might get out of me. And that's 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. So that's 8 o'clock Eastern and that's 5 o'clock Pacific. So I think I sound tired, guys. I mean, it can feel like a Zoom call. I don't know if that's good or bad, but yay. So make sure you're tapping that smiley face. What other questions do you have? Hilversations just came in the room. Oh no, I can do 2 hours. I'm just not going to do 2 hours. I think we did 90. Well, you know what? We didn't hit 90 minutes. Okay, that doesn't look like a happy face. Let me do better. No, we didn't hit 90. We didn't hit 90 because the little notice would have come up. Oh, thank you, Jamie. Like, listen, get all of my free stuff. Go over to my profile, click on the link that's in my bio, the link tree. Get all the stuff on the link tree. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you definitely. I mean, depending on your clientele. If your clientele, thank you for the flowers. And I'm going to talk to you today. We just got to figure out a time. I know I sound tired. I don't sound tired to y'all, but I know I sound tired to me. I don't necessarily like sounding tired, but I wanted to make sure because I said last night that I would be on this morning and I like to operate in integrity. So here I be, gal. Here I be. Okay. Take your time, learn. You know, one of the greatest things you can do as a business owner, as someone on a career path, as someone starting a business is learn. Feel free to learn as well as unlearn. And then sometimes you have to go back and relearn some things. So I think depending on your clientele, Empress of Desire, that you definitely need a website as well as a link tree because people will want to build relationship with you. Now, there's all of these debates, you know, I see them about having a website, especially if you're starting out, you may not have your brand established. What do you put on it? You could very easily put, actually, here's a hack. Everybody, no matter what you're doing, needs a CRM. That's Customer Relationship Manager. And those are sites like Active, what is it called? See, I can tell I'm tired because my thoughts are always I'm losing my thoughts. Is it ActiveCon? We don't use that. We use MailChimp. So websites like MailChimp and I think it's called Active Contact. I think it's what it's called. Constant Contact, Active something. There's a lot of websites. And so those websites, especially MailChimp, will let you set up a landing page. And that landing page can be your quote unquote website. And you can just have a great photo of you with a message about what you do and why you do it, and then a button for them to join your mailing list, your emailing list. And you want that because you want people to stay in communication. Nah, I just know how I sound. It's fine, y'all. I like to be at my best right now. I really feel like I'm at a B. I'm at a B level right about now. But that's okay. It's early. I got time to recover. I will do it. So thank you for the likes. CRM, customer relationship management, customer relationship manager. So make sure, make sure that anything that I'm saying that you don't know what it is, write it down. I did, y'all, I promise you, but my voice sounds tired to me. So I'm like, that's interesting. My voice sounds tired to me. But like I said, I told you guys that I would be here, and so I'm going to be here if I say I'm going to be here. So I'm here. Loving on you guys. Oh, absolutely. I'm grateful for your time too. That's why I'm here. Hey, Clean Your Sponges. Clean Your Sponges is here. That's the creator of the hashtag Black Girl Impact. What website is what on, dear? So even if you go to like a MailChimp, you can start those for free. And I would say, listen, a lot of times I have to Google what I'm doing. Yeah, it is. And I will tell you, I that's why I created two programs. I have our branding incubator that is $97 a month or $555 one time or 6 payments of $97. And I also have a one-to-one private coaching situation for those of you who are starting out, because I know here's the challenge with starting out. I knew he was going to call and he'll just have to wait. Here's the challenge with starting out. You can very easily go into information overload because there's so much information and you're constantly pressed about what you don't know. So what I'd like for you to do is just look at what you do know. Take a look at what you do well, make a list of the things you need help with, and then go try to find cost-effective solutions. If you know you need a website, maybe go over to Fiverr. Take a look at people's real work. If they don't have any real work, that's your first red flag. Secondly, look at their pricing structure. Send them a message and see if they can help you. We do a lot of things through Fiverr, but my hack with Fiverr is know what you want. Now, I do have a team that I work with closely that is stateside as well. But when we need certain things done, I have developed relationships through Fiverr. And so I know we're going to send this to Muhammad. We're going to send this to, and we send them to those people. And so you can do that. Shizzle says, I love Fiverr. Fiverr is spelled. You can also look at Upwork. That's Fiverr. So you have options, right? Thank you for following, Clarence. So that being said, Fiverr is a great way for you to get people on your team. But let me caveat this. Navigating Fiverr can be frustrating. So it's incumbent upon you to know what it is that you're looking for. If you want a minimalist logo, don't just go search for someone who will make a logo. A minimalist logo is usually a font and maybe a small icon. If you know that you want a what's the other style? If you know that you want a typography logo, then look for that. If you want a handwritten logo, look for that. Be specific. Be as specific as you can so that when you're on Fiverr, you're actually looking at people that have done that work. Make sure that they actually have reviews. Make sure that the samples that they're putting up are tethered to reviews. Otherwise, they may just be putting up someone else's work that they have not done. So just keep that in mind. Fiverr is very, 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 very helpful. So is Upwork. Um, so that's where you can make a website on your business. No, that's where you can find someone to work with that can build you a website for a lower price. And so that's the thing, right? Yeah, you can expand your team through Fiverr. We have a team of people that came from Fiverr, but we now work with them only. So when I know I need research, I go in and I contact our research person. If I need timeline photos, I go in and I tell Muhammad what I need. So I don't jump around Fiverr anymore unless it's something that we just haven't worked with a person on. So, or we don't have somebody stateside on our team to do it. So slow down, Clarence. Stop trying to do the information overload, because that's the challenge of being new in business, is that information overload is always lurking around the bend. You don't have to know everything to be successful in business, but you do need to know what you're good at. And in the beginning, you're probably looking at all the things that you don't do well, and that becomes fairly discouraging. Fairly discouraging. So just keep that in mind. One of the best things you can do is don't even try to do all of the things that I'm telling you. Make a list. This is what you can do if you're new. Make a list. Make a list, not of the things that you don't do well. Make a list of the things you do well. Take a minute to reflect on that and celebrate on that. Okay, Clarence says he wants to know how to start a website. Well, we already discussed Wix and Squarespace. So you can make a website there, and then you can add that to your Popple if that's what you decide to do. What is your business? What are you actually doing? That would help me a lot more. Hey, Arbor Miss, thanks for coming on in. Oh my goodness, 7,000 likes. You guys are so amazing. But I want those of you who are new, and if you're starting up, and if you're starting out, even if you're leveling up, some of you do not take enough time. Some of you do not take enough time to look at what you do well. Okay, Clarence, I'm going to go ahead and say thank you. Though, if you're watching this, write things down. Don't try to hold them in your head. Your mind is not a vision vault. When you do that, what happens is you're going to forget. So take out notes. I'm going to talk to you like you're my students. Take out notes. Take out notes pages and write things down, or take out your phone and make notes on that, which if you're watching me from my phone, that might be hard. So grab your computer and take notes. If you're trying to remember everything I'm saying, it's not going to happen, especially if you're not an audio learner. If you're a visual learner, this is probably me writing on this screen is probably helping you tremendously. Okay, Chef Sajata, the Queen Sajata. She joined through the invite. Awesome. Thank you, Coffee, bringing new people to the party. What? So if you're in need of a website and you're not good at websites and you can't afford to pay someone to do a website, Wix and Squarespace. Wix and Squarespace. Wix and Squarespace. There you go. Those are your resources. If you're good at web design, or you have the funds to allocate to someone to build you a website, you can go to Fiverr, or you can go to Upwork and find someone that will help you. Stephanie, stop trying to end the live. I'm trying to undo this. You can go to Fiverr. And the other thing is, I'm going to tell you, stop discussing what you can't afford. Stop saying that, because a lot of times you're saying that and you don't even know what something cost. You're just saying, oh my God, I can't afford it. Well, no, and don't speak to your money like that. The question you need to be asking yourself is, how can I afford it? If you look at your budget and you say, you know what, I have an extra $100. Maybe I could get a one-page website for $100. You absolutely can. So you can do that. Thank you, Bella's Eve. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So again, a lot of times when you're saying you can't afford it, you absolutely can. It just feels like, oh my God, it's money, 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 and I don't have money coming in, and where am I going to get the money? But stop. In that same vein where you're making a list of what you're great at, also make a list of how you can afford the things that you need. Okay? It's mind. It's a mind thing. Yes, you can do that. Wix and Squarespace. Oh, cool. I can just wipe that out. Wix and Squarespace. So what other questions do you guys have? Because listen, I told you, I love Nick Cannon because he makes black millionaires. I love that. I want to build millionaires. I effectively serve 5 of them right now as we speak. I want to make millionaires. I want to make thousandaires. Like, you don't even have to be a million or a billion. Let's talk about getting you to a consistent four figures, even a consistent 3 figures. Let's talk about consistent revenue. Let's get you there so that you know what's coming in, so that you can relax. Because that's for me what economic empowerment is about, is knowing what's coming in so you can manage. Let's get you to a consistent 3, then a consistent 4, then a consistent 5. I remember meeting one of my clients once upon a time. She was a coach. She wanted to launch her coaching practice, and she was going to give away her program for like hundreds of dollars. We got her first client at a comma. That matters to me. I love to see people generating revenue. I love to see people making profits. Is what in the App Store? No, baby, it's not in the App Store. You've got to Google. You've got to use Google. I'm not getting any of this from the App Store. Your best resources as a business owner are Google and Google. You know, billions is definitely, I have a graphic. I wish this thing let me share the graphic. I have a graphic about how you can make $1 million. And it's so simple. One of my clients was like, oh my God, it's so simple. I'm like, I told you. I told you. But where a lot of people fall short is in the brand and in the marketing. They don't build a brand. Their marketing doesn't work. It doesn't produce results. It doesn't generate revenue. And then now they're in this vicious cycle of, I can't afford it. I can't afford it. I can't afford it. This is why I want you to get the foundation of understanding the role that brand plays in your business. Brand is not your logo and your website. Brand is set up as a cohesive and comprehensive overview of what you do, who you do it for, how you do it, and why they should care, in addition to a host of other things that contribute to how you communicate that outside of yourself. We talked about that. Like we can't even talk about billions yet because some people don't even have the foundation for that. There's a mindset that comes with the ability to generate revenue. You will not become a billionaire or a millionaire as a solopreneur. It's not happening. Get on my calendar, Jamie. Get on my calendar. Like, get on my calendar. You can talk to me 30 minutes, no obligation, no charge. Like, let's see if we can put you on the track that you need to be on, the track that feels best for you. Okay? And some of you are already on my calendar and I can't wait to talk to you. And how you get on my calendar, just go to my link tree, scroll down till you see book a call, and then jump on. I do a lot of things. Listen, I give away a lot of resources because I can. And because I want to. And because I love the day when you come back and you say that you made your first sale at blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of people on this app I need to go buy some stuff. I need to go buy some stuff from. And I know that. I just got to sit still long enough to shop. I'm like, I haven't even been on Amazon, y'all. Not this week. I haven't. If I haven't been to see my friend Jeff, I don't understand the question. Even though it's free, you still get paid. I would highly recommend that if you're building a website, even if there is a free option, that you go to the next level up. Demonstrate that you are investing in your business. because your energy of investment will be reflected back to you. If you're not investing in your business, more than likely other people are not going to want to invest in your business also. And that's just the reality of the situation. Even though it's free, even though it's free, you still get paid. I guess I don't necessarily understand the question. I talk to people to see if I can help them. If you want to go deeper into a relationship, then of course, yes, there are fees and investments that come with that. But I don't worry about that in the beginning because I may not want to work with you and you may not want to work with me. I'm like, and so that for me, it's easier for me to talk to you and see if I can help you than to put you into something, you pay for it, and then you're like, well, this isn't what I thought, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Because one of our policies is that everything is non-refundable. I want to encourage some of you to do that. So, my Zoom, I get paid, I guess. I mean, I don't know, Clarence. I guess so. When Wink, is that we Necron is coming on it? Yeah, baby steps. And listen, y'all, baby steps are still steps. So don't disregard making any kind of progress. All right, it's 9:02. How long have I been talking? Does it tell you that? Because I know I was late. So like I said, those of you, if you follow me, if you subscribe to me on YouTube, you will get a notification when the videos of these lives go up. And so like this one is spaceless, so it'll go up as a graphic with just like a with an image. Yeah, it is. Like, listen, if well, I don't know what seems complex and intricate, but that being said, I've had a business since I was 9. So at the end of the day, I'm not new to this. I'm absolutely true to this. And so when I'm sharing the things that I'm sharing with you guys, feel free, take all, some, or none of it. Make sure that it resonates with you because the way I do things may not be the way that you need to do things. So I'm not saying do this, like you got to do this. I'm saying the best thing that you can do, ladies and gentlemen, is do the things that resonate with you, that will get you where you want to go. Like some people are going to drive 90 up the Beltway. I know because I did it yesterday. But I passed people that were doing, 60. I think the speed limit was 65. And so when I saw that cop, I did have a brief moment where I was like, I'm going to get my first ticket in 27 years. And then I realized they had already caught someone. So I was like, thank you, Lord. Sorry, people. Thank you. So we're all... It is. You're going to have to study. You're going to have to learn business. What I would tell any of you, if you're close to a community college, enroll in a business course or go to Udemy. Okay, let me give you another resource. Hold on, let me put it up here. Go to Udemy and start taking classes. These are self-paced. Udemy can be a great resource. Start learning what it is that you're trying to do. And I hate the term that you're trying. It's not easy. I've been doing this for over 30 years of my life. So it's not easy. But it is super rewarding. My father had his own business before he died in 2010. I actually took over his 50-year-old business at that point in time. And I ran it until I realized doing business with family just wasn't what that was. And so I shut it down. So don't let it be more complex. I know. And that's fine. Yeah, Udemy is awesome. We had some courses on Udemy. Clarence said, my financials are not your business. Thank you. So that being said, guys, make sure that you are learning. Make sure that you're learning because that's the best thing, especially with so many opportunities now. Social media has created an opportunity for you to promote your business, for you to promote yourself for free. The kicker is that you want to have a brand that is, what's the word? You want to have a brand that is clear. You want to have a brand that is professionally done. You want to have visuals that are professionally done. You want to have messaging that resonates with your target audience. One of the worst things you can do is keep looking for a customer and a client. Okay? I think that would be great. Ooh, doing business with family, y'all. I mean, sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. You know? And I think it's absolutely, my thing is set your goals accordingly. Sure. Set your goals accordingly. Whatever you want. Action and intention, absolutely. And learning and unlearning. Those are learning and unlearning are your secret weapons. But even in that, some of the things I would tell my students when I would get on with them, because towards the end, we were in the pandemic, and I didn't teach any more classes face to face because the college didn't want us to. So if I hopped on a Zoom and the energy was off in my classroom, in my Zoom, I would tell them to go away. We would meditate and they would be dismissed. The reason why is because I have a policy that when you're stressed out, you're checked out. And stressed out, checked out means that you're not ready to learn anyway. Mentally, you're just not there. So what I would do is we would either do a tapping exercise, we would do EFT, emotional freedom technique, or we would do a meditative exercise, and then they would be dismissed. Because usually they were running on fumes, especially my Saturday classes. Sometimes they were just running on fumes. And there was nothing we were going to do that day that I couldn't come back the next week and resolve. So that's what we would do. So I was the weird professor. I didn't believe in homework. And I thought grades were like stupid. So at the end of the day, we did 90% of our work in the classroom. So yeah, we do. We all have a lot of unlearning to do, especially around money. Money narratives. Listen, I'll tell anybody who will listen. I grew up middle class. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, I was poor and all of this, right? But we need to understand that money is a tool. Sometimes religion tells us that we're being greedy. If you're greedy, if you want more money, but then abundance is affordable. So is afforded to you through certain religious groups. And I'm like, okay, well, it's rare to have abundance and not have money. But you can definitely have money and not have abundance. I've had vast amounts of money. I've wasted more money than most people will probably make in their life. And so I've had vast amount of money, but I didn't have abundance. Why didn't I have abundance? Because I didn't have mental, emotional peace. I wasn't healthy in my body, in my mind, in my soul. I was doing everything possible to get said money. Like there was a hustle there. I don't believe in hustle and I don't believe in grind. I believe in hustle-free success. And I know that it is possible because I do it every day. I don't have to hustle, hustle, hustle. Now, are there times when I do ramp up and maybe I talk a little more or maybe, we have to develop something? But hustle a lot of times is birthed out of a space where, I gotta, and it's about a lot of force. And I'm not about force. I'm about flow and alignment. And that matters because if you're on a hustle, there's a lot of people that are on a hustle that are still wondering where their money is. But they hustle. They get up early. They're on team, no sleep. They get up early. They work. A lot of times and in that work. Sorry, I just had to do it. Rihanna's spirit, your energy was just coming at me. So they get up and then they work. But here's the kicker. A lot of that work is not revenue generating activities. They do a lot of busy work. They do a lot of administrative work because their worthiness is tied to being productive. Does that make sense? Yes, discipline and steady growth. Yes, I do. So that being said, the challenge is making sure that you're using your daytime for revenue generating activities. The challenge of that is if you're not in a mindset, in a mind frame where you understand the value of what you're bringing to the table, you won't do revenue generating activities because you don't either want to bother anybody or you don't believe people are going to pay you in the first place. That's a whole problem. And then because you believe that, you can't develop a brand that's going to galvanize your team, which means you can't scale. If you can't scale, you can't get beyond certain points in your business. I cannot be where I am in my business without the 6 people that support me. Listen. Oh, bless you, the glow up. She said, if this is you with tired brain, I can't wait to hear you rested. Listen. If they're not making money, that's no real hustle. Actually, there's no reason for hustle. There's no reason for hustle. I know that's hustle culture over here anyway. It's canceled. People can do what they want to do. But if you're not engaged, if your day is about, oh, I'm going to send these emails. Oh, I'm going to edit this website. And if you're not out figuring out, how do I connect with my target audience? How do I offer them something that they actually want? How do I recognize and align that I am the solution to their problem, or I help them and help them grow bigger, better, and greater? How do I do that? If you're not strategizing that on a daily basis, you are playing in your own face. And I want you not to do that, because you have to be able to scale. If there's only one of you, you can forget about millions and billions. Like, let that go. Let that go. Solopreneurs are not doing that unless they are very adept at it. Now, if you're a solopreneur in affiliate marketing, you might be headed to 6 figures or $1 million. If you're a solopreneur that's in sales, solopreneur being one, then you might be headed to, you can definitely do a strong 6 figures. Been there, done that. But millions and billions, probably not. Most of you don't even understand what it takes to be a millionaire. You think you're going to have $1 million in your bank account and that's going to be it. If you're truly planning on being a millionaire or a billionaire, then probably this is the time to go sit down with a financial advisor and find out, what does that actually look like? What would I have to set up? How many LLCs will I need? Do I need an S Corp designation? Do I need a W-2 myself? Do I need to scratch the LLC and go to a C Corp? Do I need to do an S Corp? Do I need to be a nonprofit? P.S. The NFL is a nonprofit organization. How many of you knew that the NFL was a nonprofit organization? Absolutely. You need to recognize business taxes, what you can write off. Those of you that have children, does it make sense for you to now employ your children and give them W-2s? Yeah, the NFL is a nonprofit. I did not know that until my students brought it to my attention, probably my first year teaching. And I said, now what? I had never heard that. Researched it. It absolutely is. Do you understand that if you have to file bankruptcy, that is actually a tool? Lots of people say, oh my God, I got to file bankruptcy. People with means file bankruptcy as a means of keeping their means. So many people don't have a mindset and a relationship with money and a understand. Listen, I'm learning more about money every day. When I was younger, I was super fiscally irresponsible. Oh God. One of my first jobs, and I said this last night, I was making probably $25,000 a year. I worked for a nonprofit. But my boyfriend, my boo, he needed Versace shades. Guess who got Versace shades? Him. That's why I always look at people crazy when they're saying like they can't afford things. I'm like, how am I making $25,000 a year, y'all? And I'm buying $400, $500, $600 shades for somebody else. So how does who get their money? Who is they? Who is they? Did I miss that? You've got to understand how all of these designations and what they mean. There's 501c3. There's 501, is it C8? There's a variety of different designations that you can have. I highly recommend that you start to learn. Make it your point to learn. How does who get their money, honey? Clarence, I don't know who the they is. Please know, trust, and believe that a nonprofit is still a for-profit business. I worked for Girl Scouts. Girl Scouts of the USA. It is not Girl Scouts of America. That is what the Boy Scouts are. I worked for GSUSA. They make money hand over fist. It's just because they're a nonprofit, they allegedly have to spend it. One of the biggest mistakes people make is saying, I'm going to start a nonprofit and I'm going to get grants. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. You will not have an established track record. You will be going up against companies that do. You probably don't have your value proposition, and you more than likely haven't served enough people for the grant writer to see value in giving their money to you. If you're going to start a nonprofit, the best thing you can do is say, how does this nonprofit make money? What do we sell? Do you sell cookies? Do you sell memberships? What do you sell? Don't bank on a grant. Don't do that. Clarence, all of that is in my link tree. So I'm like, y'all, I know I sound tired. And so I'm gonna go. And oh my, wow, you guys are amazing. 9.9 likes, 9,900 likes. Wow. 8 of you still on here hanging out with me. Thank you so much. The lady 0208 just joined. I wonder, is that your birthday? Is your birthday 0208? So that being said, hopefully this is helpful. I know I feel like I've been a little spastic today. I'll try to do better tonight. My goal is to go live tonight unless something else happens that I need to attend to. And if not, then if I don't go live, then I'll make it up to you in the morning over the weekend. I promise. Okay. I'm going to definitely make sure that I put up the live with Coffee with God on my YouTube. So please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm Stephanie D. McKenzie everywhere except on Facebook, where I'm Coach Stephanie DM. So make sure that you're doing that so that way you'll get the notification when that video goes up. Let me go ahead and warn you. That video, that video is 2 hours long. Oh, bless you. Okay, well, thank you. That helps me a lot, Empress. So listen, that video is 2 hours long. Like, thank you, Clarence. 2 hours long. Let me say that again. That video is 2 hours long. I knew what you meant, Shizzle. So I would recommend, listen, but here's the deal. If you can binge watch a Netflix series, you can take your time and watch that video. Just take your time, take your notes. Cause there was a lot. Whoo! When I tell you we had a time. I don't know if Coffee's still on, but we had a time, guys, ladies, gentlemen, all of y'all. We had a time. And there was so much information that was shared during that live, like Jesus. Clarence, I don't even know how to dignify that, but I know there's a lot of people that get on these apps and whatnot, and they lie to people. You can Google me. I am exactly who I say I am. And that's that. 10,000 likes. You guys are amazing. I'm going to get out of here. I love you guys so much. Y'all know I love you. Somebody jumped on my calendar. Who jumped on my calendar? Jetta Sweet and Salty's coming to talk to me. I'm so excited. So thank you so much. Like I said, my plan is to come back. Thank you. I appreciate you. And I hate that I'm not on my A game today, but hopefully something I said was meaningful to you guys. I'll definitely pull this down. I don't know if I'm going to repost this one because I feel like I was just really, really off. But hopefully those of you if you got something from this, thank you. I hope to come back this evening and do better. Thank you for the thank you. I appreciate you, Clarence. But yeah, I say that for everybody. I know there's a lot of people that come on these apps and they say they do this, that, and the third and whatever. Google me. Put my name into a Google search with quotes and you can find out about me. So I know there's a lot of people that say they do a lot of things. I've met them. I've had clients that have gotten taken by people that I had one client give like $10,000 to somebody and never saw a result from it. So listen, I want you to know who I am. So go look at it. Go look at all of it. The good, the bad, the 5-star Yelp reviews, the 2-star Yelp reviews. Go look at the articles in Shape and Woman's Day. And I think Cosmo was the last one. Go look at the professor stuff. Go look at, and you have to scroll down a little bit more for the marketing stuff. There's a lot more coaching stuff at the top, and then there's a lot more marketing stuff. Feel free, do your homework on me. Oh yeah, the 2 stars. Yeah, one day let's talk about that, because those 2 stars were so interesting to me, because I was like, okay. But inevitably, y'all, if you work with people for an amount of time, the people are going to have expectations of you that you don't know about. Hey, Jay. And if you don't meet those expectations, then sometimes that's the end result. So we live and we learn, and we keep moving, and that's what we do. And we make changes as necessary. But feel free. I'm telling you, it's there. So feel free. Do your homework. I'm okay with it. I'm completely fine with it. And exactly. And I'll tell you the balls that I've dropped. I will tell you. I don't care. I will bear my scars. I will tell you all the balls that I dropped. I don't care. It's fine, because that was all a part of my process and a part of my journey. There are things that I could have done better. There are things that I shouldn't have done at all. We're going to get into all of it. Oh, you have. Okay. So you found things. So you can vouch for the fact that I'm absolutely Googleable. I'm not just a voice in your phone. I didn't just come on here to pimp and prostitute the Black Girl Follow train. I was here, and then I came back. I told you guys Tuesday, but I came back last Monday. I got my dates mixed up. So I haven't been back long, and this has been an amazing experience. So, like I said, feel free, get to know me beyond what I'm telling you, because there's a lot of people that'll tell you a lot of things. Oh, I'm so excited. Yay. So yeah, please, pretty please on top, please do that. I don't have a problem with you doing that. Guys, I'm going to get out of here. I want to call my mom and wish her a happy birthday. Today is her birthday, and I'm going to send her on her scavenger hunt for her birthday presents that I left in the house while I was there for Christmas. You guys know that I love you so much. Thank you for hanging out with me. My plan is to come back. So if you look up and it's 7-ish, if it's by 7:30, if I'm not on, then I'm more than likely not coming back. But you guys know that I love you, love you, love you. And go to my link tree, get all the things, just click all the things, just get all the things. And, thank you guys so much. My name is Stephanie D. McKenzie. Hopefully I'm still your favorite award-winning marketer and empowerment coach, here to remind you to always be your own superhero. And I thank you guys so much for loving and learning and putting up with my tired little voice. Thank you for making time to do all of that with me. Have a beautiful day. Bye.